I want to get into the latest developments out of Buckingham Palace with you. This was explosive. It's been long reported that Prince William has wanted Andrew out. And we actually looked at that incredibly awkward clip of Prince Andrew attempting to engage Prince William at a recent royal funeral, and William looked most displeased. And I think that the timing is interesting, and we can get into that. But royal expert Hilary Fordwich told Fox News Digital that Andrew, quote, will never be seen in public again with the senior royals. Prince William has been the force behind all of this, and he is right. Prince William is looking far more long-term at the viability, reputation, and indeed existence of the monarchy. Rob.
Yeah, I agree with Hillary there, except we can't trust King Charles. He's a very weak man. He loves his brother. He still has great affection for his mother, Queen Elizabeth, and Andrew was her favorite. So William has been trying to make this move for about a year. He's been really, really forceful about it. And his dad just wouldn't budge. He wouldn't go there. And so what has happened recently? What has happened now that has made Charles comfortable with doing this? And when I say comfortable, he's not comfortable. Charles, this is the habit of the royal family. I used to work for the British royal family. I was a publicist for Princess Michael of Kent. They don't like to act. They like to bury their head in the sand. They like to carry on. They like to pretend that time heals a lot of wounds. And it actually has in a few instances. But in this case, it's not going to. So William has said, I've had enough. There's a new book coming out about Jeffrey Epstein in a few days. It's going to be explosive.
Virginia Giuffre,
Speaking from the grave. She
died by suicide. Some don't believe it was suicide, but an Epstein victim, the most vocal, who sued Prince Andrew, and Andrew paid her millions upon millions.
The money I reported came from his mommy. Andrew doesn't have this money. So Queen Elizabeth, his mom, ponied up the money. And so Charles has fond memories of him as a child. They were brothers together. However, this brother grew up to be a monster. And now William, he's really, really putting his foot down. You would think this would be an easy argument to make. If my uncle was hanging out with a paedophile, if my uncle was paying millions of dollars to shut somebody up who has since committed suicide, I'd probably be able to convince my family pretty quickly that this isn't somebody we should be seen with. In private, you want to do it, that's up to you. My family probably wouldn't do that either. But he couldn't convince his dad. Charles just didn't want to do this. And finally, I think this is a real success for William. It's also an indication about who is now running the family, and it's not the king.
It truly is. And, the timing, William struck, finally, the timing aligned with William's desire to expel Andrew. You have the Virginia Giuffre book, and then there was a bombshell report this weekend in the Daily Mail that London's Metropolitan Police have confirmed that they are, quote, actively looking into reports that Prince Andrew asked his protection officer to dig up dirt on accuser Virginia Giuffre and actually obtained her social security number.
It's shocking. Just shocking. This is taxpayer security. My mom and dad, the taxpayers in Britain, are paying for this security. And let's be clear, too. The security has been in the public debate for a while because this is what Harry and Meghan want. They want this security back. They want the taxpayer to pay for this. So they're not getting it. But yet, disgraced Prince Andrew is, and not only is he getting it, he's weaponizing it. He's using it to go after his alleged victim here. So I think the combination of all this was a delight for William. William needed to push his dad over the edge. I'm told he sat there, he waited for the right moment. He knows his dad, a very weak man, a nice man, but a weak man. And when William realized this book and this bombshell was about to drop, he moved decisively, and now he's out.
It's chess. It's the long game that William plays. And now one would think that the gruesome twosome in Montecito might finally get the message that they are next. I think when I said that I think the timing is interesting, it wasn't just due to the revelations that are coming out in the posthumous Giuffre book and this latest bombshell report about Andrew abusing his power to get to try to dig up dirt on Virginia Giuffre, but I think that William, by all reports, and you had this,
Yeah.
was livid beyond words at Meghan's stunt in Paris, driving by Diana's death tunnel and then throwing that up on Instagram with her feet up in a limousine.
Nobody was more angry about this than Prince William. This is his mother too. Harry seems to forget that all the time, and Meghan doesn't seem to care less about whose mother it is if it can help her. But when she did that stunt, William exploded. This is a fortune-telling moment. You do not need a crystal ball, Meghan. If you're listening, hello. You're next. If you keep this up, even actually,
I think it's over for her.
Over.
I think that was the final straw.
It's over.
There's no way coming back. You cannot come back from that. And even, I don't think you and I have talked since the event in New York City last week, where the two of them showed up to collect yet another meaningless humanitarian award. And Harry could barely look at her on the red carpet. She was doing her best adoring gaze, saucer-eyed, and he could barely even look in her direction.
I had sources there. I had reporters on the carpet that didn't work for me, but friends of mine who were credentialed to get in, and they were very strict about that. They wouldn't let a lot of outlets in. They wouldn't let people like me in. It was really only outlets that are not really media, but are sort of press releases for publicists.
Interesting.
Very, very friendly outlets. So they wouldn't let some of the real outlets in, but they let all these fluffy ones in. And they said Harry was miserable from the moment he arrived. He didn't like it. I imagine the flashbulbs triggers him, but he just didn't like it. And instead of quickly getting through that press line with her husband, Meghan took her time. He had to pull her at one point. He didn't want to be there. And so she probably should have done it alone. She might still be doing it now. Meghan does not rush through a press line. She likes to talk to outlets that like her.
No.
And so Meghan and Harry, he pulled her off. It was very, very uncomfortable. The weirdest moment in New York, and people even in the room told me they didn't really know what this award was for. Nobody understood. Why are they getting this award? Like, why are they here? They're there to get publicity, and they're very good at doing that, but I would argue for themselves, not for the organization. And so I think people are scratching their heads, unsure about why they were here, what this was all about. But Harry, really uncomfortable.
We know what it's all about. It's just another dopamine hit. It's just another hit of publicity. It's just to make ourselves look and feel important. I think Harry's look of disgust had to do exactly with the Diana death tunnel stunt. He was not in Paris. He likes flashbulbs when it's his way. He loves to court the media when it's on his terms. Jones Road Beauty has revolutionized makeup routines for good. Created by makeup legend Bobbi Brown, their products are lightweight. They blend easily, and they give you an effortless look that doesn't look like makeup. The creamy lip pencils are perfectly bold without being overdone, and they last throughout the day. Miracle Balm, the hero product, is an all-in-one tint that can be used as a highlighter, blush, or bronzer to give your skin that flushed, fresh, healthy glow. What sets Jones Road apart is the simplicity. It's just high quality, versatile products made with clean ingredients, no toxins, no junk. Plus, it's American made, and it's named after Jones Road out in my stomping grounds in East Hampton. If you're ready to give Jones Road Beauty a try, use code NERVE at jonesroadbeauty.com and get a free gift with your purchase. jonesroadbeauty.com, code NERVE.